All right, guys. Welcome. Welcome to another session. What a crazy day we had yesterday. Some of these stocks made massive moves. Man, they made some big moves yesterday. Nvidia was up 5.5%. It's up almost 1% this morning, based off that news that Iran wants to end the war yesterday. Big moves, man. Meta 6.5%, Apple 3%. Apple's not even down much, right? Meta 6.5%, massive monster moves. 6.5%. Wow. Microsoft 3.5% is up another percent today. Google 5%. Damn. Netflix up 3.5%. This was a great buy. 75 was a great buy on Netflix. Tesla up 4.5%. Coinbase up 8.5% yesterday. That's crazy. AMD 3.7%. Palantir also 6.5% move on Palantir, up 1.5%. SOXL, look at this. The ETF. Sorry, yeah, the 3x ETF is up 17.5% yesterday. Square is up 5.5%. Some big moves, but look at Nike today, guys. Nike is just getting crushed. The stock is getting crushed right now. It's down 11.5% because I think it missed earnings. Yeah, so this stock has been selling off really heavy. It's down over 75% since the November 2021 peak. So if you've been buying this stock, you're just losing. You've been losing dollar value. Man, when the stock market bottomed here, started rallying. This thing just went to the downside. It hasn't seen $46 since 2015, over 10 years ago. Man, this might be a time to buy some. I might dip into some here. I think it might be a decent opportunity. Roku as well is another stock that looks pretty decent. It was up 7.5% yesterday. Neo, what did I say about Neo? Look at that, up 10% yesterday. Monster move on Neo. I think this thing, once we get into a bull market, $25 is definitely the target here for Neo. Yeah, so it's looking good, man. It's looking really good. Trump is pumping the market. Yesterday, this massive pump came. I was short here. Yesterday, I think I was short around here somewhere. And then we got a massive pump. Glad I had a stop loss on this. But yesterday was a tough session. I found that very tough. I lost 2 trades, 1-1. So negative about 30 points. So 250 point losses, 170 point win yesterday. But this week I found tough. I must say, this week has been a tough trading session. No clear opportunities, tweets coming out. Yeah, it's all a mess at the moment. But hoping this thing drops a bit, I can go long here. This is the previous day value area high. Bulls are going to try and step in. So my first long, I'm going to be looking around 970s, and then second long would be around 900s. So yeah, those are the 2 long positions. I'm going to be longing this separately on 2 separate accounts. Okay, so this is my area to long today. The only problem is the daily low is here, so it might sweep that and then reverse, but we'll see. Yeah, let's wait and see what happens. I have my accounts loaded. I'm looking for a bullish, maybe get a move back to here, or even all the way up here and then drop. But yeah, I would like a nice drop here. This pump came when Trump. I think Trump said something. And don't forget, we've got ISM as well today. So I don't really want to be taking a trade before the ISM data, but if I get it, I have to take it. Trump's considering withdrawing from NATO. Want to be out of Iran pretty quick. Won't give timeline. I had a speech. We'd have full regime change. We've had a full regime change in Iran. We have some targets left. If we have to, we'll come back to do spot hits. Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. We attacked an oil tanker in the Gulf. The tanker leased to Qatar Energy was hit in the Qatari waters. Okay. The Fed guy is talking. Lowering inflation is pro-growth. I need to verify the waning of tariff inflation. Holding rates is likely appropriate for some time. Okay. You can see both scenarios to raising and cutting interest rates. Okay. And not good for the market. So we have a divided Fed at the moment. Some Fed officials, they want to cut. Some Fed officials, they want to raise rates, which is pretty crazy. I think they really need to cut rates, in my opinion. I think you take a hit on inflation and you cut and you protect your jobs. Because if jobs goes bad, you get a recession. Inflation can be controlled later. If everybody's working, people can afford to pay a little bit extra. Okay, but if people are not working at all, I think that's a lot worse. Losing your home, losing your jobs. So I think the Fed should be prioritizing jobs. I don't think they should be prioritizing inflation at all, to be honest. Inflation is something you can maneuver. Jobs is something you want to be protecting at all costs, in my opinion. Because once jobs goes, everything falls. All right, we got a minute until the open. Let's see what happens here. I favor a move down. Okay, we are open. Yesterday we got a 3.5% move on the Nasdaq. So bear market rallies, they can be very violent. You know, a lot of short covering, a lot of hedging by market makers as well. So yeah. I do fancy this move down. Okay, come on. Just drop this goddamn thing. So many bulls are just... There's a lot of bulls, man. There's a lot of bulls. Yeah, they're trying to buy this up now. Yeah, they're trying to press it. They're trying to press it higher. Yeah, it's probably gonna go revisit that wick that came out back towards maybe 212s. That's what it looks like it's gonna do. Still looks really strong. Yeah. See what SPX is. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Got some confluence here at the half gap if SPX does come down. Also with the QQQ. I think this will reverse at some point and fill the whole thing. Well, let's see. Just give us a sec, guys. All right. So yeah, ES went to the value area high. Now it's getting rejected. So is the NQ. I did say it's going to revisit that scam wick. Now it's getting rejected off that key gamma strike. as well. So that's nice. Yeah, we also have another gamma level there as well. Okay. Really nice. Oops. Okay. All right. So that's the box I'm looking at for a potential long. Hey, what's up, Paige? How you doing? Iran said the Strait of Hormuz won't reopen based on Trump's absurd displays. Only Iran and Oman will decide the future of the Strait of Hormuz. Iran country agrees to the passage of some ships through the strait. Okay. All right. Yeah, nothing yet. I just want to see what the news brings. We got the ISM coming up. So it's a big data. ISM manufacturing PMIs and Trump speech. That's at 9 o'clock at night. Okay. Why is that scheduled? That's weird, eh? I assume there's going to be something big happening here. That's why it's on the red folder news. Bitcoin's tanking now. Wow, Bitcoin's really falling. Stocks are giving it back. Nvidia's flat. Google's still alright. Microsoft is flat. AMD looks alright. Man, Neo, look at this. This is a stock I picked when it was at $4. I went to 8, now it dropped back to 4. I think this is a monster. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, it's tanking. Damn, harsh rejection from 69. All right. Nice to see this falling. Morning, sir. How you doing? The reason why I didn't go short is because I've got to have more than one confluence for shorts, because shorts are very hard trades. Generally, they will overshoot. That's why shorting is not an easy thing. Shorting is, yeah, it's dangerous. Yesterday, me and Paige were short, and we got destroyed on it. Yeah, so shorting is not the best option in a market. 90% of your trades should be long. in the US stock market, because US stock market is always bullish, right? So going against the flow, the natural flow of the market is not a very good idea in my opinion. The natural flow of the market is to go higher. So yeah, you shouldn't be looking to short the market in my opinion. Shorts are for scalpers. Yeah, you got to have a lot of confluence in my opinion to be able to go short. And this just having one key gamma strike was not enough for me to go short here. Yesterday I went short, pretty stupid trade, but I think I was more married to a bias here. This was not an A+ setup, it was a B setup, and I took the risk because I couldn't really find any setups. So, to be honest, if we look back on it, we were kind of forcing a trade, and then Trump tweeted, and then the rest is history. So yeah, don't go against the natural flow of the market, guys. That's one thing I would tell you. Been in this market too long. You don't bet against the US stock market. A bull stepping in again near the point of control and the VWAP. Look at this thing now. Okay, we've got 8 minutes until the news. Can Bitcoin rally? Can it hold this point of control? Got above it, back test into value area high. It's a possibility. Now, Ethereum had a nice move. That looks like a bit of a news scandal, doesn't it? Where this is rallying right now. What's he saying? Oh. Okay, that was a S&P manufacturing PMI. Actual 52.3, forecast 52.4, so not a huge miss. Okay. All eyes on the ISM. Forecasted at 52.5. Man, these altcoins are so fucking beaten down. Might make sense to have a stab at one of these. Just put in like 2-3 grand. Look at these. This is crazy. This could get a pop. All right, we're fighting around the traders are fighting around the VWAP. Very indecisive, but I'm not too surprised. Traders are waiting for this news here. A couple of more minutes and we're in. The market could fly though. The market could fly on that news. I'm just hoping we get a flush first and then fly. But we'll see. Now you got a minute left. $16 seconds. Okay, there we go. What was the number? 52.7. Wow. So the market beat on ISM. So watch a rally here. Yeah, watch the rally, guys. This could get really bullish. Yeah, market is most likely going to rally now. With that news. Market's probably going to, yeah, man. US ISM March manufacturing rises to 52.7. Estimated 52.3. So yeah, big upside surprise. Yeah, so we're probably going to rally here. And make new highs of day. Let me just
from 52.4 in February. The one everybody's been waiting for, prices paid, is at 78.3, up from 70.5. That's the highest since 2022. So a huge jump in the prices paid numbers. The employment number comes in at 48.7, still negative. 48.8 is what it was the month before. New orders 53.5, down from 55.8. Production 55.1, that is also down from 55.3. The other thing that I wanted to take a quick look at here is what the comments are that we're getting from people. And people are mentioning tariffs, geopolitical issues, and Iran are already waning sentiment. That's an interesting way to put it. That people are feeling bad about the war. And current Middle East unrest is already starting to impact business operations by increasing lead times, costs, container delays, and the like. So this report does certainly...
just a guy from Bloomberg that reports the... when news comes out, he reports it.
Radius numbers that we have. The payroll number kind of matches up with the 11,000 jobs lost in the ADP survey this morning for manufacturing. So overall, not particularly good news. It does show a bit of a decline in business and certainly a big rise in prices paid.
And 2-year yields off the back at the highs of the morning, and at 30.80, they're up about 1.5.
Just a sec. Just a Bloomberg guy that reports news. He was just talking about the data. Apparently, the prices paid by consumers are rising in that data. I see the VIX is up. VIX is really collapsed down. Yeah, I think this VIX has got to go to the 50s before this this correction or bear market, whatever you want to call it, is over. I think the MOVE index as well, which is the bond volatility index. Oh, it's gone down today. I think this has got to go high. See the COVID spike here. We've got a spike, but I think we're gonna need more. See, that was the spike in 08 when the big financial crisis came about. That was the spike. The .com one. This is COVID. Yeah, these levels, 150, 160, the Fed is going to start panicking. Wall Street balance sheet is starting to creep higher now. They've ended the quantitative tightening program, so let's see what happens there. What is gold doing today? Gold is rallying, silver is down, as predicted. I still think gold has a chance to make a new all-time high. I don't think silver will. RTY is ripping as well. Oil's come off the 100 barrel. It was 107, it's under 100 now. But the 10-year is starting to rise again. 433. DXY is down. Yeah, I'm not sure this market's going to come down again. I'm not sure. I think that might have been it. Because this news was, I think it was pretty decent. So tomorrow will be jobless claims, and then Friday's got the non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rates. So some big news coming in on Friday. Yeah, the point of control, as I move on to the point of control for sure, this will be a tough resistance. Bit of a chop fest, guys. No clean direction here. Really choppy stuff. It looks like it's going to rally to new highs, this, guys. Iran will welcome Russia as a mediator. Trump's claims that we requested a ceasefire are false. No entries. You got cooked in the Asian session. No entries, because if I enter now, even though I think it's gonna go, like, that's just commentary, right? That's my commentary. I think, yeah, I think it's gonna go. It's gonna probably break the highs, but I don't have a clear entry. Like, I'll be doing myself a disservice if I just went and chased this long right now. And when I first used to start trading, I used to think, yeah, that was the way to trade, but every time I did that, the market would reverse on me and stop me out and then go into the intended direction anyways. So even though I think it's going to make a new high, I don't have an entry. My pre-market game plan was a market to come down here, and it hasn't. So yeah, I don't think I'll find an entry today. Yeah, you got cooked. Yeah, this is the thing. We're chasing, like, we're trying to make money every single day, and sometimes you can't do that. Like, sometimes you got to be okay with just, like, missing trades, missing days. Yeah, you got to stick with your rules. Rules are very, very important. Rules is what, if you got strict rules, is what's gonna help you last a long time in this game. The moment you start breaking those rules is, yeah, I could chase along now and this can play out and start rallying higher, and I'm gonna look like a genius. All you guys will give me props, but that for me is not a good win. I'd class that as a really bad win. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches, and if there's no clear setup, you gotta stay away from the market. Yep, candles are wicky, choppy. You get up and you start chasing this thing and it just wicks you out. Now, that's a frustrating feeling. Now, this looks like a balanced day so far. So maybe it doesn't rally, maybe it does not rally, maybe it just comes back down here, collects support, and then goes back up and just chops around. Yeah, I've seen that happen many times, where it just comes back here, goes back up, comes down, sweeps, then whoops. Yeah, so I've seen it does this and then comes back again and then closes somewhere here. So it does look like one of those type of days though. Maybe it goes up and then sweeps, comes back down. Up, down, back into here, gets support, goes back up. Yeah, something like that. I don't see massive rally today. I'd be surprised if the market reaches up here. I'd be surprised. Because so far this is looking like a range day from a TPO perspective. So if it comes down here, rally area low, you could try along. 50s to 130. Yeah, that's still decent. You could try along because this is looking like a range day again. Yes, it's weak though. Yeah, it's chopping its way there. Chopping its way there. Probably spike up, then come back down. Mean reversion. Alright, nice. There she goes. So yeah. This is the thing. I would have looked like a genius long in here and got this move, you know? But you gotta stick by your rules because I've been burnt too many times. Getting married to some bias. Bitcoin moving higher. $68.4 on Bitcoin. What did the monthly candle close on? Oh, monthly candle was green on Bitcoin. Five in a row. Okay. Yeah, should get up there. $270K. Yeah, it's trying to pull back now. You see people longing the top, hoping for a breakout above the high. Would have got stopped on that candle. Usually scalpers. New York high has been taken. Maybe he takes New York high and pulls back a little bit. Maybe. Oh man. Yeah, most of our jobs as traders is just watching the market and waiting. There's not much else to do. I need to start like incorporating like trading with like some gameplay, man. I think I need to do that. Maybe start playing some FIFA or something whilst I'm streaming, because this can get, especially for viewers, get really boring if you're not trading. And then when there's a setup, then go back to the charts. I think I might start doing that. Play some FIFA whilst we're streaming. Become a gaming streamer. Okay, so Trump's trying to get out of NATO as well. He's been saying that for a while though, hasn't he? He wanted, he thinks the US has been getting ripped off by NATO. I think this is a perfect excuse for him to get out of NATO. Let's see. I mean, he's only got like, what, another 3 years left. The next guy replacing him will probably go back into NATO, so who knows. $6,600 is on the SPX. ES is looking weak. I've seen this before, where NQ looks like it's about to hit the highs, and all of a sudden ES just pulls back and starts really tanking. So that could happen as well. Get a quick flush and then move back inside. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Do we take the highs first? Maybe. Because NQ looks like it wants to really sweep that high. I'll stick around for another 20-30 minutes. Let's see what happens here. But yeah, not very exciting today. Bitcoin getting a nice move higher. I'm gonna keep an eye on the ES. ES still hasn't taken its New York high yet. A new 30-minute candle just opened, really bullishly. Alright, QQQ's taking the high. Oof, nasty rejection. Look how dirty NQ could be. All the people up there were longing expecting a breakout, and look what she does. She just fucking turns around and just slams it. Nice move down. They're buying back. They're buying it back up. Might be short-lived though. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to be starting my streams a little bit later, guys. I don't really think there's any point unless I see a real clear setup. I think we're going to start streaming a little bit later. Let some moves, let the market do its thing, let it materialize. I think that'll be a lot better than watching an hour, not doing anything. I think it might be a better idea to just stream a little bit later. So tomorrow I might come on a little bit late, depending on how the market's reacting. Wow. Sirens heard in Tel Aviv for the fourth time in 15 minutes as Iran fires larger than usual missile salvo at central Israel. Damn. Yeah, they're buying it back up. So they liquidated all these guys hoping for a breakout. They liquidated them, now they're bringing it back higher. This is what used to happen when I was talking to you earlier, Paige. I would long, it would do this and then go in the intended direction. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes. There's nothing for me here to trade. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get going, guys. I'll give it another 5 minutes, see what happens here. I don't really see anything today. Probably gonna be staying out of the market. What a monster. What a monster candle. Absolutely unbelievable. Wow. 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 That's news. That is news, guys. There's something going on here. Look at that. They double topped it and brought it straight back down. How dirty is NQ today? It's playing with people's emotions. Look what it's doing, guys. Look what it's doing. That's got to be some sort of news. Okay, VP Vance has been speaking to intermediaries about the Iran conflict. Okay. NQ really doesn't want to take the highs today. It's making a massive meal out of it. Doesn't look like it's going to do it. Liquidating short-term traders here. All right, guys, this is completely garbage price action. What's up, Laughter? Welcome to the end of the live stream. Who's green today? Nobody, because we haven't taken a trade. I didn't catch anything. I'm surprised you've taken anything in this mess here. I'd be surprised if you told me you took a trade in this. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys in Smooth's stream in a bit. Nice, Laughter. You're always green though. No surprises there, right? Anyways, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Course is available. Course is available now. So if you want access to the course, I'll give you a little peek view of that course. What you're gonna see inside. Okay. So you got the beginner section. You got a welcome video. You've got ready to start trading. Very beginner friendly, this stuff here. Order types, margin, crypto, different pricing on different exchanges, trading view, how to set that up, appropriate risk to reward. Then you've got where to buy stocks from, sites to check for market news, what is crypto and stock market, and then you've got some TA in there, beginners, channels, fake outs versus breakouts, fib channels, fib retracement tools, pitchfork, support resistance, trend lines, triangles, useful indicators. Then you got some examples of how to use those tools. Then the advanced stuff. We've got the footprint chart section, a lot of stuff in there, all to do with the footprint. We've got the TPO stuff, loads of videos on TPO. Then you got some examples of how we combine the TA together to look for trades. We've got some advanced trading techniques like longer term stuff if you're looking for longer term trading. Elliott waves, fibs, swing failure patterns, order blocks, fair value gaps, that kind of stuff. So yeah, a lot of stuff in there, guys. A lot of stuff. But anyways, guys, thank you very much all for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow. Depending on what I see in the market and pre-market, if there's no real, if my pivots are miles away like it is today, I'm probably gonna start streaming a little bit later tomorrow. Anyways, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.